Alright, let's do this. Put this content out real quick. Feed the viewers. Oh, by the way, hello viewers. Me again. Another beautiful day. Hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good. Or excellent. Yep. Alright, what do we got here? For you Ubuntu users, what do we got here? It says here Ubuntu Apport affects by core dump vulnerability. Here's how to patch. It says here when programs crash on Linux, they usually create a core dump containing the program memory at crash times to help developer resolve problems. This is crucial for developers so they can address bugs. But right now, the program responsible for creating core dumps in Ubuntu and Ubuntu-based distribution like Anduin OS are also vulnerable to a new exploit. The bug has been tagged as CVE number 2025-5054 and has a CVSS score of 4.7 medium. This bug is inherently harder to exploit because it requires local access to victim's computer. Furthermore, Quali, which discovered the fault, show off a demo where it was able to leak hash users' passwords. While this isn't great, the real-world impact is limited. It says here the bug has been tagged. Wait a minute, is limited. It says here Quali found that when support analyzed application crash, it has a look if the process was running inside a container before performing consistency checks on it. If an attacker can manage to crash a program within a privileged process and quickly replace it with the same process ID and residing in both a mount and a PID namespace, they can get a port to forward the core dump to them via the namespace. The core dump may contain sensitive information from the privileged process. It says here, aside from the attacker only being able to perform this local, they must also have significant permission to carry out the attack, limiting the damage that the issue can cause. So what to do about it? This thankfully, Canonical security team has already published updates for a port to fix the issue on all affected Ubuntu release, including Ubuntu desktop and Ubuntu servers. If you have an unattended upgrade switch on, you may already be patched, but if you are not sure, just check and apply for the latest update with this command: sudo apt update and then sudo apt upgrade. Yeah, you know your sudo commands. Come on now. Says here, if you can't apply all the available updates for whatever reason, then you can run these commands to just update Apport. And says here Ubuntu 20.04 and newer, and then it says sudo apt update, sudo apt install space only space upgrade space Apport, and then Python 3, and then dash Apport, and then for Ubuntu and that's for Ubuntu 20.04. Now for Ubuntu 16.04 and 18.04, that would be me. Yeah, you're probably sitting there like, wait a minute, you didn't upgrade to 24.4 yet? Not yet, but I'll get around to it. So I'm still using 16 and 18, by the way. It says here for Ubuntu 16.04 and Ubuntu 18.04, it says sudo apt update, sudo apt install only upgrade. Only upgrade is space in between the two words, and then it says Apport, and then it says Python 3 dash Apport, Python dash again Apport. So it's Python space Python dash Apport. So I'll leave the article and the link in the article in the description box so you can see for yourself. It says here, do you need to rush to install this update? Given the limited impact of this vulnerability, you will likely be fine if you don't patch right away. With that said, it only takes a couple of minutes to perform the update, and it's good for peace of mind. You may also have more critical updates ready to install to that you haven't noticed. So updating promptly is recommended to catch these two. So I'll leave the article and the link in the description box. We got 2 comments from the debaters and the politicians. Let's see what they're saying over here. See what they're talking about. Speak on it. Who we got? Let's see, who is this? Any comments? Oh, and then Mind Over Master said this. Basically, yeah. And then the Crip said this. This bug is inherently harder to exploit because it requires local access to the victim's computer. And then he says, so in other words, we don't have to worry at all. Well, that could be true, but still, I will still install this little update just to be fully protected. Just never know. Anyway, so that's it though, in a nutshell. For you Ubuntu users, yeah, I'm still using 16 and 18. Yeah, in order to use 19.10 and then 20, and then 20 and 24. For those who don't know, your motherboard has to be you have to use like motherboard with a like i486 or i586, or you can just get a Pentium motherboard with the Pentium architecture to use it. But if it's i386, you can't use Ubuntu 19 Ubuntu 19.10, 20.4, 22.4, or 20 or 24.4. So yeah. Now like for these older computers, you can use XFCE to fill that void if you want to. Just saying. But yeah. But Ubuntu is good though. So when it comes to the using Ubuntu on the right computer, it's all about the architecture of the motherboard. You know, which architecture are you using? Because like for i386, you can use 18, 16, 14, and I think and 12. I think, right? But then after i386, now you got to go higher in architecture to use the 19s and the 20s and the 22s and the 24s. Yeah, Linux user. But anyway, but other than that, man, you guys are good though. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you use Ubuntu, you know you can use your Sega Saturn games on Ubuntu. Just to let you know, just to let you know. So yeah, you're gonna have to get into that terminal and get going. So yeah. Anyway, but other than that, man, another update for Ubuntu. So you guys, you're good. News, deals, games, update. The usual. Got you guys covered on a Sunday. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Nice talking to you people. Crystal, Star Wars, Star Trek 9, Board, Dark Side. Go. Peace.